Hey guys, how you guys doing? It is April 4th, 2019. Hoping you're having a wonderful day, a blessed day indeed. You're probably like, hey dude, where you been? What are you doing? Was doing like 2 or 3 videos a day there. Been pretty busy with work. I think it's only been about 24 hours since my last update to you guys. Maybe a little bit longer, actually. A couple things I wanted to talk about. A couple things that we need to definitely keep our eyes on. First, Maduro has put his military in Venezuela on high alert. Um, it seems like we talked about April 6th, right, in Venezuela. Juan Guaido, what that guy. Um, he has called for mass protest and tactical action April 6th, right? Well, Maduro has now called for counter marches the same exact day. A lot of people, me included, are thinking that April 6th is going to be a very important day for the whole culmination of the events that have been going on around the whole Venezuela situation. Now we know what happened last night. Last night, the legislative immunity of Juan Guaido. Guaido. God, man, I'm gonna have to come up with a nickname for this guy because I just cannot pronounce his name. Well, it was stripped. His immunity has been stripped, and what that basically means is that he is able to be arrested and charged, right? And so this took everybody by surprise, I feel like, especially U.S. officials and neighboring countries and a bunch of different officials who were either in the United States of America or allied to the United States of America came out and stated that that if he was touched, if the interim president was touched, if he was arrested, harassed, anything like that, there was going to be grave consequences. Now, a lot of people believe that if he is in fact arrested, that military action by the West would not be far from happening. You know, some people have said 24 hours, some people 48. It's all speculation, but that's how serious the situation is. All right. Now we're hearing that Maduro has put his military on high alert. We know that April 6th, just 2 days away, this is happening. So this is something we need to watch. All right. Big protests on the 6th. The interim president has stated that tactical action was going to occur. We don't really know what that means, though. You know, the U.S. has asked Russia to leave Venezuela. Russia kind of came out and stated, dude, you've got bases all around the world. Why the hell do we have to leave Venezuela? And honestly, they got a little bit of a point here, you know. So definitely something we need to continue to watch. There are conflicting reports about China having troops. You know, I talked about how there was a lot of confirmation for the reports stating that China has troops in Venezuela. Those seem to be kind of iffy at this point. China came out and stated that they have no troops in Venezuela. You know, it wouldn't really make sense for them to have troops in Venezuela, but we still don't know, a definite answer on that. All right, I just want to let you guys know a little update from my last video. Israel and Gaza. Let's move on to Israel and Gaza. Basically, it looks like Israel's kind of rolling over. All those troop movement, the hardware movement to the Gaza Strip, all those guys are headed back to the mainland of Israel. We got Benjamin Netanyahu, going to Moscow tomorrow, later on today, actually, probably 6 or 7 hours from now. And he's got elections coming up, so most likely he's going to lose those. The Israeli people are not happy about how the situation's been handled. They've basically said, hey, look, we've rolled over for Hamas, we've rolled over for all the different factions inside Gaza, and in doing so, we basically indirectly rolled over for Iran, so they're not happy about it, and now probably shown the elections that are upcoming. And then I want to talk about India and Pakistan, all right? India and Pakistan. And I need to bring up a little document here. So the Cabinet Committee on Security in India, that has a bunch of the defense ministers, a bunch of defense officials. The Prime Minister Modi was at this meeting. Basically, the end-all be-all for that was Prime Minister Modi gave free rein for the military to counter Pakistan if need be. He only stated that they should avoid civilian deaths on the Pakistani side. Now, he stated that targets, that if they decide that they need to hit targets, they can do that inside Pakistan if need be. He's giving them free rein. Okay, and we've seen a lot of different accounts, Indian accounts on Twitter, who are putting out a lot of information, and it's hard to discern between the truth and just a couple very patriotic people who are putting out false information. They might not be doing it in a malicious manner, but like I said, when it comes to India and Pakistan, we got to take everything with a grain of salt. But right now, what we know, this is what we know. We know both air forces are flying around along the LOC. All right, they're getting very, very close to each other, but neither one of them is crossing the border. All right, we know that just a few hours ago, it was a UAV from Pakistan was spotted along the LOC. What we don't know is what happened to that UAV. Some people stated that it was shot down. Some people said that it just retreated back to Pakistan. We don't know. We know that there's a lot of armored hardware from both sides who are being deployed to the international border. All right, very troubling situation. We do know now that Prime Minister Modi has given his military full rein. We do know that the Pakistani Navy is kind of stuck where they are because the Indian Navy, the way they position themselves. All right, and basically, other than that, it's all a bunch of rumors. But plenty of things are going through the rumor mill right now. All right, plenty of things. It's insane, some of the things that I'm reading. Because if I was taking everything from face value of all these different accounts stating that they have information out of India, it would look to me like India is about to launch a large invasion into Pakistan and march all the way to Istanbul. Or not Istanbul, Islamabad. Wrong capital for wrong country. Because Turkey's on my mind, fellas. Turkey's on my mind. So we're going to have to keep our eyes on that situation as well. And just to hit on Turkey, since I muffed that up and said Istanbul, Turkey, what are you doing in NATO? Doesn't make any sense, Now, the U.S. said, hey, you're going to buy the S-400s or you're going to buy the F-35s. You got to make a choice, all right? And then Istanbul came out and they stated, well, you either have to choose Turkey or choose the terrorist, They're going to be kicked out of NATO. It's going to happen. Mark my words. This is just a prediction. I don't have any inside information about it, but my prediction is Turkey's going to be out of NATO. They've been down this path since that fake coup d'etat against Erdogan, where he just basically rounded up all of his opposition and he threw him in jail or killed him. So, man. That's about it. Everything that I'm seeing right now, as more information comes out, I'll let you guys know. We'll talk about it, we'll discuss it, all right? But as of right now, that is what I'm seeing in the world. At any moment, something else can pop up. I'll let you guys know. I'll make a update as more information comes in, all right? Let's watch the 6th of April because that is a very serious time, all right? Grab a beer, say a few prayers, and as always, keep your eyes to the skies. God bless.